Welcome back to my channel, guys. Thank you guys for joining me. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I made this Heady pendant right here. Now with that said, understand I have over 10,000 hours of wire wrapping. Yes, I did the math. It's around 10,000 hours. So through this video, if I'm going too fast, let me know. If I'm going too slow, also let me know. Please, your feedback really means a lot. Just follow along, and some advice to new upcoming wire wrappers and people that who are getting into making jewelry. Just really take your time and imitate what I do. There's no shame in, using my formula to make jewelry, because I'm obviously encouraging it, and it will help you progress as a artist and as a jeweler, and help you come up with your own designs and create your own unique projects. So let's get started. So what we have here, again, first we gotta have our Heady crystals. So I got one of my single gem settings. To learn how to do this, I'll link the video. I have another gem setting. To learn how to do this, I'll also link all the videos that you need to get to this point. I have my Aztec, and I have some other stuff that I've done, working and practicing on, but we're gonna include it in this video. So there's different levels of headiness. Like, what level of heady are we trying to focus on? Really, there's only 3 levels of heady. You have your crazy wire headiness, you have some crazy crystal headiness, gems all up in there, and then you have, of course, your balanced crystal to wire ratio plus negative space. So there's a lot of contrast and balance within the piece. So what level of headiness do I go for? What should we go for today? I say we go for the balanced wire to crystal ratio and see what we can do. So I've been playing with these pieces, these little puzzle pieces I have for a few minutes. This was like a perfect square. I'm gonna bend it back a little bit. I'm gonna try get this shape around the stone. I had it before. Oh, also I'd like to shout out my homie Renegade, who gifted me these pliers. Thank you. These are actually exactly what I needed, and I didn't even know. So big ups to you, man. Thank you. This is basically also a tutorial on how to make the wire wrap that you had been asking. This is basically that same idea, taking these puzzle pieces and putting it all together to make something wondrous or heady. Oh, okay, that's good. Alright, so I have this like that right there, one on this side, 2 gems on the bottom over here. The bottom of the crystals are touching the edge of the other crystals, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this top part there, and I'm going to go around and tie it around the top of this stone. So now I'm going to start casing it in. I'm going to clip this excess over here. I'm going to take one of these posts, following the shape of the stone. Grab our pliers, just keep following the shape of the stone all the way around. Alright, so I've bent the wire following the shape, and now that wire is behind this piece that locks it in, but in front of these posts here. And the idea is to really just simply encase the stone as neatly as possible without thank you, without doing too much. You don't want to overdo it. So what we can do, alright, so we're basically going to build the back right now. We're going to take one of the posts from over here on this side. I'm just going to bend that straight back. And now it's going to go behind the stone. This is going to literally be the back piece. So it'll be like the middle back support. And once it gets to halfway up the crystal, bend it up, following the shape of the stone, and we're going to pull this forward in front of these other posts. And then we can take another one of these, bend it back. Now this one can go way underneath. This will be the very bottom support, following the shape of the stone. Once it reaches the corner, bend it up, keeping it straight. We're going to pull it in front of the other posts that we have made up here. Now we can let our crystal chill. We're going to take some half round wire. I'm using 21 silver, and I'm going to tie the mid back support and the very bottom support right at the crease where the middle of the middle back support meets the other one, just so it creates a nice lock, and that'll create a good foundation for our gem to sit in. Alright, so this is a case of not pulling gently. As you can see, by trying to push this down, it pushed the wire out like that. Just be careful. Pull that wire back. Let's put our gem back in there just to make sure sizing's right. Alright, now that we have that tied down just a little bit, gives it a little bit more structural support. And then what we are going to do, tie this one to the other two that we have running up the back. So we're just going to do the same thing. Right where they meet up is where we're going to tie it down. So half round, we'll do 4 wraps around. Keep your pliers handy. Got my new nylons, and we're going to gently push this down to where it meets right there. Clip off the excess. So as you're working with your wire, everything that you're doing is gonna push and pull the wire out of place. So just, gently pull things back into place. Alright, so that looks pretty heady. And then, so it's a little flimsy over here on this side. We're going to do something about that. So what we're going to do is do some heavy wire wrapping, wire weaving. I'm going to grab the 28 gauge copper. For information about this wire, link is in the description. Alright, we're going to take this single post right here and do a coil around the whole thing. Simple stuff. Usually simple is a lot more effective if you're starting out wire wrapping. When you start learning how to layer all the simple techniques, way easier to just create and have more fun. So, as I generally do, I like to turn it around, look at it from other angles, because sometimes I'll start off thinking like, oh, this will be the top, and then I turn it, and I like it better the way it looks like this from the top. Like, ooh, this is not the top, and it'll change as I go, but it's just allowing and just moving forward with that decision that makes that final piece. So what I'm gonna do, a little curve, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make it come through the back this way, and then over the top, so that it pretty much locks it in place. I don't want to go in between that very bottom support, but I'm gonna go in between the setting and the support, so it's over the support but in between the jump setting. Alright, so that's locked it in pretty nicely. What we're gonna do is we're gonna get one of these long pieces of wire that we have from up top. I'm going to feed it through the back right where this one is and have them follow up together to create some more support and dexterity through the piece. So I could have left that wire on there, but you know, just gotta keep going. It'll look like it never came off. Just gotta make sure you do it enough times around so that it stays on there, just like that. Now I'm gonna tie the two together so we can do a basic pattern. We're gonna go 3 over the two posts and then 3 in between the post. We're gonna do that all the way up the top. Alright, so we have pattern to the top. We cut the excess on the back, and now we're gonna follow the shape of the stone again, direction of all the wires, just like that. And we are going to tie up those ends right there. That's where we're at. Now what we can do, now that that's all sturdy, we can add maybe another piece. I don't know how I feel about it. Alright, so we're not going to use the Aztec in this part. Maybe later on. Who knows? We're gonna, what I did was just bend one of these posts and stick it somewhere I like it. Alright, so that post I put in, I'm gonna bend it around right there, clip it, and then tie it, just so I have that support. Have that support real early on in the game. We are gonna give that a bend right there. So now I'm digging it from the top again. Alright, so what we can do with these pieces, because there's not much material, we must keep that in our awareness. And when it comes to finishing it, is that it might not be a full length or a completed design, so we just remain cautious of it. What we can do is, we're gonna bend it backwards so that it's nice and flush. Bend this part back, and it looks like it wants to chill with these other posts, so that's where we're gonna leave them for now. This looks like it's about to become a bail. New guns out. Perfect bail. And then I'm gonna take 2 from the bail and I'm gonna have it mix in with some of these other posts on the side and just lock them in, because I don't want to take these and tie it around and keep that and have that what keeps it locked in place. I want the wires to just continue flowing, and as it keeps going, it just keeps getting tighter and tighter, and the weaves and the wire is actually what holds it in place rather than just tying it down, you know what I'm saying? So I'm using my half round, gonna tie the 2 bail posts to another single post, this little party area here, keeping everything nice and flat, nice and clean. All the wires are tight. Alright, clip off the excess so that there's a little piece. Have that come towards the inside like that. And then we can get a little fancy again, do some more wire weaving. Alright, since there's not a lot of material, it's not going to make it all the way down this way and around. give it that nice like heady wavy wire work. It's not gonna make it around this way either. Alright, so I'm just gonna do a little wire weaving right here. I don't want anything over top of it or next to it. I've made my choice. I'm gonna need some 28 gauge round. Highly recommended for weaving. I think it's important to stick to the same design, but just maybe differentiate the number of wraps. So here I did 3 3s. Now on the silver part I'm going to do 4 2 4 2 4 2 4 2. So this is another case of just running out of material. It's not going to be the whole length. Would have been really nice for it to have been, but you know, we just gotta work what we have and, you know, design around that. Would have been really sweet though. So it's not gonna make it all the way, like I said. So I'm just gonna clip this piece and just keep moving on. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have it go into this little crack right here, just following the shape of the stone. And then, you know, tie it down somewhere in the back. Not too shabby. It would have been really sweet if I could keep it going down the side, but it just wasn't gonna pan out the way I'd like it to. That's okay. Ooh, look at that. So I just took this little piece right here, and I'm gonna put it through the same crack, or the same crack that I put the other one through. So I gotta be careful with this piece, because any way I tie it or pull it may ruin the integrity of the setting. So just gotta move really slow on this piece. Like I said, the integrity of this gem setting can easily be messed with. I'm gonna hold the setting in place and then bend the wire so that the setting stays the same, but the wire obviously changes shape to what I need it to do. And do the same thing this side. It's like a puzzle piece. You gotta shape the piece and then add it to the puzzle. Alright, so it's almost in place. Just gotta tie it down. I just pulled that post down and tied them down. They ain't going nowhere. And what I'm gonna do, that post, is I'm gonna put it right through there, and then have it try and come around back a little bit, and then just tie that piece down. Put it through there, come around the back again, clamp it up, piece is done. At least the top part. Now I just need to tie down these parts. The rest will be just like weaving. Alright, so this post here, I'm going to do a coil around it, keep it simple, and it's going to be used as a piece of layering, kind of blend the silver in with the rest of the silver and copper. Alright, so I'm taking this silver coiled piece, I'm going to put it in between this setting and this wrap and other setting over here. Just gonna gently push it in between so it sits in there. Maybe I should make it straight. Look at that. Bam, bam. Gently gonna do this little bend. It's gonna go under all these wires and come out of the side. I don't want it anywhere near the bail, as I want the bail to be clean AF. There you go. So it adds a little texture, a little space, a little blendation of all the other wire. Alright, now what we can do, like it looks like This is missing a lot of like wire wrapping and weaving. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna fill that space in with some Heady weaves. But how and what can we do to achieve? I think it needs another little bump a boop right there. I think that'll be Heady. Alright, this is how it's gonna go down. I'm gonna do another 3 3 3 and basically do the same thing I did up here. So it's only gonna meet halfway. I'm gonna meet halfway right here. Or, yeah, probably right here. Give it a little bump to bump right there. Because we gotta balance the wire crystal ratio. Right. So here we got that weave. I broke away from it for a little bit and then started it up again. I'll show you guys why. Because I want to do a little bump like that again. A little boop bop. And it's going to go tucking behind something like that. Shorten it up a little bit. Turn it down. And then I would honestly call this finished, because these wires, there's not enough material. This wire, not enough material. This piece actually has enough length. So what we can do, following the shape of the crystal, just use it as like another layer. Maybe follow down this piece that we have up here. You know, usually the wire was long enough, I just keep it continuing, following the shape, following the flow of this, you know, have it go interlacing, you know, break off and follow the flow of another piece. You know, that's how you get those really crazy wavy designs. So I'm just gonna clip it off right here. Normally I don't do that, but I've just run out of material. Let's see, we got another long piece. Everything that's short you might as well just clip off, secure it down so it's not poking or stabbing. Just keep it nice and flush. So this long piece, I'm gonna lay it down next to the silver, and it's not gonna make it all the way around, but it's pretty damn close. And I'm just gonna do the same thing I did over here. Bring it back up. And like I said, the rest of these can just get clipped. No need to worry about them anymore. Think about doing anything with them because they are just too small. And there you are. One balanced crystal to wire Heady pendant. It only took a couple hours, a few hours, but I had all the pieces already prepared and already made. So, you know, make a bunch of pieces that you'd like and, you know, start mixing and matching them. Start making your own little jigsaw puzzle pieces and you can come up with something like this. So thank you for watching. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you guys were able to take something from this video. See you guys in another one. Peace.